My wife was going to homeschool. She was so unhappy. We vetted some private schools, and Avalon provides yearly curriculum. It's not easy and many times not cheap, but you can find good options. 100%.
100%. Shout out for doing the work too, man.
That's why we're talking about specifically public schools, because there are good schools. There are places you can send your kid to learn things, and they will learn valuable skills, and they won't be in harm's way. That is the truth.
Yeah, and the key to it at this point would be to if we're going to offer some kind of publicly funded education system, it needs to compete in the marketplace.
Yeah.
It needs to be better. It needs to be the best curriculums. And then the private schools will also try to do that. And then at one point, ideally, you wouldn't even need private systems like that unless you wanted particular values instilled or something like that. But it shouldn't be a necessity for the citizenry to have to try to go elsewhere because your current system fucking sucks so bad.
Right. And you guys, whoever is watching this from whatever part of the United States, you can call us granola crunchy all you want, fucking barefoot Washingtonians. We have nature-based like homeschools and preschools and stuff, right? And that's not just because we're so granola country and weird. It's because people are finding value in those skills and in that knowledge.
Yes.
People who have children, who care about their futures, are willing to pay money to put them in these programs so they have exposure to real life circumstances outside of a classroom.
Yep. The market at work.
This matters. These are things that should, if the powers that be actually cared about your family, actually cared about the education of your children, they would take notice of these things and they would implement them in the system. The sheer fact that they don't is evidence to you that they don't care about you. They don't want what is best for your children. They can't be trusted with their safety. They have an enormous track record of that. Even if you talk about, whether you want to talk about school shootings or the people that they allow to be involved in their education system around your children, they cannot protect your children. They have showed you that. They do not have their best interest at heart. They have showed you that. They're willing to put them in harm's way. They've showed you that. These people don't deserve your money. They don't deserve your children. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your faith. They're all taking advantage of you. The best thing to do is to remove your children from this system and find any way that you can, whether that is a private school, whether it is homeschool, whether it is
pod learning,
a co-op, whatever it is going to be. Take your children out of this system if you can, because this system does not care about them. All it wants to do is turn them into a fucking drone to use them as in their adulthood.